take us through your match and in particular kind of how that all played out at the end from your vantage point.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be in that close of a match or even to give up my first takedown of the year, but that's what ended up happening, and then I just had to keep on working and finally got the last takedown, but hopefully I don't think that I should be in those matches and I can just get it done before that and not make it such a scare.
Do you take me through the final 15, 20 seconds of your match? What was going through your head, and I guess when did you realize, and when did you see that path to kind of just bulldozing into the takedown like you did?
Yeah, I don't know. I talked to the coaches a lot about this, but I see things like pretty early, and I always wait until the end. So I saw an opening for a double leg a lot earlier, and I don't know. I just waited, and something I got to work on. And like the coaches said, they know I'm a lot better than these guys, and I know it, and I know I can just go out there and hang on and win at the end. But I just got to do a better job and get 2 or 3 of those double legs instead of just one at the very end.
Casey, what's it sort of say about the program that you guys beat these guys 34-3, and David seems, not disappointed, but like you guys should be going after a little bit more. Just what does that say about the program and the expectations that you guys have?
It's just a standard, and we train really hard, and we have our room is, stacked, and there's availability in our room to wrestle each other and get better, and when you go against a team, you get the opportunity to showcase your training, and sometimes we just fail to do that, and coaches let us know about it. So it's just a standard,
What do you think about your performance tonight?
I thought it was good. I'm figuring things out. I've been wrestling for a long time, and you just figure it out and train. You want to go out there and put out what you train in front of as many fans as you want. So it was good. The guys, I've known that guy for a long time, and he can wrestle and hand fight and all that. I thought I did a good job. I wish I would have got another one, but it was good.
Okay, so what was kind of your lens on Dee's match and how it ended?
Dee knows my answer, but it's Lockett some days, but he's doing a really good job. He's a freshman. Like, we got a lot of young guys. I'm still figuring it out, So, and he's still, he's beating a game opponent. Whatever, you get your hand raised, run off. Obviously, you're not, he's not happy about it. I don't think he is. He's a gamer, so.
Casey, obviously, interesting duel for you going into the Iowa State duel. Just sort of, what are your thoughts going into facing your old team?
I better be ready, So that's pretty much it. We're going to be ready. We'll rise to the occasion, and this is Cowboy country, and we're going to defend it. So.
Dee, your thoughts on Sunday? Obviously, a big one for everybody.
Yeah, like Casey said, they better be ready, and I just know that our team is going to pick it up from, especially after that talking David gave it to us, that we're going to pick up our performance and just compete better than we did today. And today was not a bad performance, but definitely wasn't great. So I think we're all going to pick it up. And what's that quote? It goes like, hell's coming with us. So we're going to be ready.
Yeah.
Just sort of, what are your overall takeaways on that one?
I just think we got more to give. I think, it's a team effort. I think there were some really good things tonight. There were some things that we just can improve. We got to be, we just got to keep getting better.
What was sort of your angle of Dee's last-second heroics there?
Yeah, we talk about, in practice, sometimes you got, technique and stuff, then you just got, being game. He's a pretty game guy. He's done that a lot in his career, and he's done it a couple times this year. He's got to make it a little easier on himself. That's the messaging, but, there's a lot of guys that just don't have the ability to go get those takedowns, so that's good that he has that. It was good that he had some adversity, I don't think he'd been taken down this year, so, it's something that it's just good to get past that stuff now. And he got taken down and wasn't really going his way. The kid's pretty good on top. Kid had riding time. That's definitely the toughest match that he's had so far in terms of things not going his way. To find a way, that's a good thing. Young kid, to not get discouraged, stayed pretty calm. Like to give himself the opportunity a little earlier than 5 seconds. But getting the takedown and getting the backs at the end, that was it's a good way to get it done. Happy for him there, but he's just got to make it. He's got to find ways to make it a little easier on himself. But that comes with time and experience.
When you talk about having more to give, was there any one thing in particular you felt was missing, or was it just kind of a variety of things with different guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to get into the details of it. It's between us and the team. But, I just think there's just the expectation and a standard of what we're working towards. We're not just trying to win duels. We're not trying to just beat, teams, where we are trying to dominate people and we are trying to continue to get better and separate ourselves. That's for the benefit of the team and the individuals here, So just, there's just, I think a lot of guys could leave with improvements from this. Just we're in the middle of the season. We just can't be content. Just got to keep getting better, and we have a really great test on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing how our team goes out and wrestles. We have, it's going to be a really good opportunity for us.
David, what'd you see on Zach's match? What kind of went wrong there at the end? And obviously saw him grasping his shoulder for a little bit there at the end, if you have any update there.
Yeah, Zach wrestled with a lot of effort. He gave himself a lot of opportunities early to score and just didn't quite capitalize. Like, that was an area that tonight we just lost a lot of takedowns on the edge and guys grabbing our ankles, and that happened to him in that match in both occasions. Like, he lost a takedown on the edge and then lost a takedown when the guy kind of grabbed his ankles. Again, that stuff that just, we practice, and the reps are more meaningful when they don't go your way. So it's something that he's got to just, keep getting better in. And we'll see how things are with the shoulder. Obviously, that's just something we got to keep working towards, working through.
That looked pretty bad in the moment. Was it? I mean, I was surprised he even tried to wrestle again. Was it a scary moment down there?
I mean, never want to see a guy have any type of injury, but I mean, just things happen. It's wrestling. You get stingers and you get things that don't always go your way. We got to reset in that moment. It's 11 seconds left. You got to finish that period on top. So I think it's a moment for, a young wrestler to look back on and learn how to reset, that would probably be the learning lesson there.
Obviously talked during the week about how good Cody can be on top. Obviously, you'd probably like to see a little bit more offense from him, throughout the match, but just does a night like tonight where he can just kind of rely on his ability to dominate on top, does that kind of just show how good he can be in that area?
Honestly, I just think he was content to just win 2-0 tonight, and that's just, we just got more to offer there. He's just got more to offer there. It's great to have that. I mean, to be able to ride someone out. He's had a lot of ride outs this year. That's awesome. Against maybe the better caliber guys, but you can't just be content to win 2-0 when you can score more than that, So that's just kind of a candid answer, probably.
On the other side of that, it looked like Connor could have been content and just finished his out and went for. He kept attacking.
Yeah.
What did you think of how he finished his match?
Oh, he got a pin. That's good for him. But I just said, hey, man, you got to do that because you want to do it, not because someone gets on you in the corner. You got to do it, man. You got a finite amount of time left in your career, and you're a really, really, really good wrestler. You can make so many mistakes and wrestle through them. You just got to be willing to be a little more vulnerable out there to score, and finally kind of picked it up and, finished the way, probably he wanted to finish, which is good, So you need those moments in your career. You need those moments in the season, we just kind of, you're in a little bit of a daze, and then you wake up and good things happen. It's kind of like Sergio too. Sergio's in that kind of like I think he maybe thought the match was going to be a little easier than what it was, and then all of a sudden, and then it got a little harder, and before you know, it was like 3-1 in the third period, But the good thing about it is he's kind of short memory, and all of a sudden he got to take down the back, and now he's looking for a tech fall at the end, So I think it was good tonight. I think we needed some moments tonight, and we got those, and a little bit of a wake-up call, and we just got to keep getting better.
A nice win for Alex. He was pushing for some takedowns late. Just sort of what you think of his performance?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think Alex is just continuing to he just keeps stacking, good matches, and he's just gaining more confidence. And that guy's a tough guy. Like every match he wrestles, the guys are pretty good. he just had a really good, clean finish, takedown, and then was pushing it towards the end, and that's good. I mean, that's what we're asking our guys to go do. So, yeah, I think that was good.
Obviously a big one Sunday. Just sort of, what are you expecting from your guys? What are you expecting from the environment out there? Just what are you expecting on Sunday?
I mean, I'm expecting our 10 guys to go out and wrestle hard for 7 minutes, hopefully less in some matches if we can. And there might be some we need more than 7 minutes. So, yeah, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good match, tough duel. We just got to be able to go out and execute the things that we're working on. And, it's going to be a good one. Excited for it. Definitely excited to wrestle here at home and have the opportunity to wrestle, a great duel.